The housing market indeed red hot in many areas, including here in Metro Detroit, where June home prices were up 50% from last year. People are finding themselves in bidding wars. Tonight, how to win that war, whether you're buying or selling. Brad Elliott found his dream home the day it went on the market, and he knew he had to move fast.
I was the first one to see it at 10 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, when I had sent my wife over there in the afternoon, they had already had another offer.
Not sure he'd find another house he liked as much, Brant placed a competing offer.
I was a little surprised to get in a bidding war because it was literally less than a day.
But bidding wars are becoming more and more the norm, according to Jennifer McKinney with the National Association of Realtors, who blames high rent prices and low inventory.
Inventory has everything to do with bidding wars right now. It's basic economics, it's supply and demand.
Some argue sellers are intentionally underpricing homes, a tactic to get multiple offers and sell quickly, but McKinney disagrees.
I think sellers are really pricing their property to sell, and it's causing a fury of activity. And buyers are having to overbid in order to secure a property.
Real estate attorney Elizabeth Vining says contract contingencies are a big part of the bidding process. And Vining sees buyers putting themselves at real risk in order to beat out the competition. The three she sees most often: the seller negotiating to remain in the property even after closing, the buyer waiving the right to a home inspection, and the third waiving the mortgage contingency, which may mean the buyer has to bring a lot more money to the closing table.
If a year ago you were buying a house and you're putting 20% down, you would have a mortgage contingency for a mortgage of 80% of your purchase price. To get a mortgage of 80%, the property has to appraise for the purchase price. And therein lies the rub right now. Because people are bidding with multiple offers, they're often not supported by the appraisals.
Which means a buyer has to come up with the difference.
They are doing it because I feel like a lot of buyers are desperate.
Elliott feels he was lucky with his bidding war.
The only compromise we made was price. And frankly, I think the seller was undervaluing the price.
Sellers have risks too. There are several factors to consider when you sell in addition to the offer price. For instance, if the buyer's financing falls through, you're back to square one, and it doesn't matter how much or how high that offer was. So some good things to keep in mind tonight.